Yeah, so Fearless at its core is a digital services firm, right? So we're trying to modernize the types of services that the general public has and they consume on a daily basis. Spark being here at Spark has been awesome. We are crossing the century mark this week to get to 100 employees, and it's just been a phenomenal experience. Like I said, we are a full stack digital services firm, and really what that means is we do everything from uh, web development, application development, namely things like supporting and user design, all the way through development up into deployment, right? And that's the DevOps kind of space that we're in as well. We have a variety of different partners that we work with at the federal, state, and local levels. And they've been, tremendous in helping us, ensure that the services that we're providing to our customers are really top-notch digital products. Yeah, it's one of those things where culture has been at the forefront of everything that we do. One of the models for our company is to build software with a soul, right? And within that construct, right, there are three things that we focus on. It's our customer, our culture, and our community, right? And when you kind of blend all those things together, really what you get is an ethos of what a family structure looks like, right? And by having that family structure, by having that tight-knit community here at Fearless, we can take our why and connect it with our employees' why, and connect it with our community's why, and ultimately connect it with our customers' why. And I think you get, win-win-wins across the board for everybody in that instance. I think a couple things, right? So I think our product and services speaks for itself, right? So our the one of the mantras that we live by is that our delivery is the new business development, right? And so our ability to create services that directly impact end users has gotten our name out there, should I say? As more and more companies start to reach out to us, we just want to ensure, and even customers reach out to us, right? We want to make sure that there's a proper balance of value to be given in both directions, right? We want to help them grow and mature in their capabilities, and hopefully they feel the same way about us. Our CEO is the kind of individual where he has oftentimes some very crazy ideas, right? So he's the idea guy, and I'm the implementer guy. And so he came along and said, one of the things that he really wants to have to be impactful to Baltimore is this idea of incubating other companies within the city, right? One, it helps to ensure that this push for digital services extends beyond what Fearless is capable of doing. But also, too, the more companies that we have in Baltimore that do these things, the better services, or the more likely that better services will reach the masses here in Baltimore. And so he came along and said, hey, I want to start this essentially an incubator, accelerator kind of program here in the city. And we are in our second class right now, and has been utterly phenomenal. It certainly has helped us because I think that the city has a unique set of challenges. So when we go and talk to our customers, especially at the federal level, right, we can talk about some of the solutions that we're doing actually on the ground here in Baltimore and how it applies to them, long term, right? So I think that's been a benefit to us. I think the some of the adversities that we've found is that the city is on the cusp of greatness, right? Of really getting behind this digital transformation revolution, right? And while they're still on the cusp, there's still some growth that has to happen in the city, right? And so it's a push pull kind of mechanism that we're working with the city. I think that people have to understand that Baltimore is more than the taglines and what gets pushed into the press, right? It's a city that has a lot of soul. It's why I feel very comfortable walking around downtown and having conversations with anybody in the city. It, it's an awesome experience just being here. I think I want to see the city really adopt and lean into what we're trying to push, which is this digital services, movement, right? And I think that there is a need for constituents of the city to receive better services from their government than they have today, right? And I think that they get there by understanding all of the mechanisms, all of the processes, all of the politics that go into pushing and making digital services a thing that people can understand and then ultimately consume.